Hi guys, and welcome to Life of Gaz, where I put a new sea fishing video on every Wednesday, and I also do a freshwater video every month as well. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and you can keep up to date with all that's happening. Hey guys, welcome to Life of Gaz, and in this video today I've come out for a low water session on Blackpool's beach. Now I'm just to the side of North Pier, around about probably 150 yards away from it, and that's because there's a big sandbar which runs out between the gullies here, so it makes it a lot safer for low watering, tracking in and out. Now, having said that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw them out there and I'm going to see what's about. I've got a really open tactic today, just to catch whatever's there. I've got smaller hooks on a 3-hook flapper rig on one side, and then I've got that pennel clip down on the other. So as you go for the rigs which we got here, I've got a 4-0 pennel just sitting down there. Now that's a clip down, and then on the other side I've gone for a 3-hook flapper with smaller hook sizes, a size 1/0s, as opposed to the 4/0s which are on the pennel rig. And this one I'm going to fish as a 3-hook rig. So right down the bottom there I've got the gold beads sitting down in the sand, and then I've got a rattling bead in the middle one, and I've got some glow in the darks on the top. And I'm going to fish this one at a slightly shorter distance, and the pennel I'm going to throw out a bit more long distance. So they're out there now, and as for casting tactics, what I've got is the rod, which is over on the left hand side, out as far as I can cast with the length of line that I've got on there. Now, I'm not sure quite how much line I've got on there, but I know I couldn't really go any further because I need to keep a little bit of line on the spool whilst wading out and tracking back. Whereas on the Shakespeare reel just here, I've just thrown that one out just beyond the surf line. I don't know if we can get the surf in here for you. And of course, Of course we can't because it's just too dark, but I've got a surf line around about probably up to about 50 yards out from me, and then a gully where this one here with the pen reel, that one's over that gully and fishing just on the far side of the bank beyond it. Well guys, hailstones are lovely to fish in. It's a bit hard actually to see my rod tips because I can't look up for hailstones at the moment, but I'm going to stick with it and see what we can do. There you go guys, I'm off the mark. I got a little white in just there. Now there must be a few fish out because I've had a few little twitchy bites, but the bait's missing from that hook down there. And this bait right on the bottom, I don't know if you can see it just there, is chewed up quite a way. So hopefully that's a good sign that if fish are about, I'm going to be into a busy session. And let's hope it's just not all white in. Let's hope I can get a few other species under my belt. I've had two whiting in the ebb. Now we've just about got to low tide, so it's going to start turning. Now sometimes when you're low water in, this is the key point, and when it starts to turn, it starts to flood. That's when all the fish come in. My theory on it is that all the fish that feed up the beach all get pushed out to the low water mark, and then there's a bit of a queue of them to come back in. Now whether that's right or wrong, I don't know, but that's what I think. Now what I'm going to do now is change my tactics because I'm going to be tracking back for the next hour, and to change my tactics what I'm going to do is I'm going to start casting them in a little bit shorter, dropping them in the gully which is in front of me, and then tracking back. So the distance which I'll have the lines out at will literally depend how many times I track back until I get a bite or retrieve them. Okay, so the tide's starting to chase me in now, and it's starting to get to the point where I've got to think about packing up. Now, the tide's really racing in where I am because the bit of beach where I am is quite flat, which obviously makes it a little bit unfishable because I haven't got enough line on my reels to sort of leave 400 or 500 yards of line out into sort of deeper water. There's about 200 yards of really flat beach, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around the back of a gully now, and I'm just going to drop in there and give it about sort of half an hour, maybe even less, maybe about 20 minutes, and see if I can pull any fish which are running in before the surf. Well guys, it's starting to get light now and the tide's starting to pick up momentum, and when you're low watering, the most dangerous thing you can do is try and push it and stay out too long. So with the tide picking up the space which is coming in, it is unfortunately time for me to pack up. Now if you've liked this episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button down there, check out my latest fishing video over here, and of course my sea fishing playlist up top.